Warning, this video is very fucking loud, so I would turn those headphones down, and also I don't want to bust your smartphone speaker, so here we go.
Who the fuck is this?
Fuck off you.
Get out!
What the fuck, Richard?
Why you bully me? You fucking bitch, why you bully me? Everyone asked me.
Y'all niggas told me 30 minutes. I'm in this bitch. Where's my fucking pizza?
They know I'm down here. They know.
Of course they do.
Look at you, bro! Why does this guy look so fucking retarded when he falls down? What's going on?
What do you mean?
Look at his left arm.
I'm sick of this game. I'm so fucking smart.
Holy fuck!
My friends are dead. Push me to the edge. Everyone hate on us. We envy us. I know what.
Fuck's sake.
Son of a gun. You thought I was gonna say son of a bitch, didn't you?
I'ma be real on us.
Boy!
Nobody got nothing on us. Girls be all on us from London back down to the US.
You dumb as hell, boy.
Rockin' this contagious. Monkey business outrageous. Just confess your girl admits that we the
He has no idea. He has no idea, Rich! He has no idea!
I'm going to jail.
F-R-E-S-H, we crush easy. That's right, we definite. B-E-P.
The boss squid is shooting at.
Turn me up. Turn me up. Come on, baby, just pump it. Pump it. Pump it.
He can't keep getting away with it.
Come on, baby, do it.
What the fuck have you done now, Hang, you stupid fucking camper?
I like how you just come in and take the kills and I did all the work.
You see these like smoke, right? Those are special effects.
The pump is better, and if you disagree, you're a penis. Especially when this fucking thing was a sniper.
What's up, boy?
Are you fucking serious? He tried pulling out his pump. It was too late. Howdy, bitch. How did that do 9 damage? Can I get an explanation? Look at this dude. He don't even see me. He don't even see me. Look at this dumbass. Hello?
Howdy, bitch.
What? Oh shit, we're shit. We're both shit. We're both shit. I'm shit. Oh shit, Richie Jeffs. Oh shit, back out of there. Back out of there, Richie. Oh shit. Oh.
Second place, what a best chicken
Shut the fuck
fried.
up.
Hey.
Hey, none of that.
How many hours you got on this game? 2? 3?
What are you, bitch?
It must be 2. Then it's equal to your dick. Oh, bitch! Try to say something we're not. Eat your fucking pussy.
Sorry about that. Come back. Run back.
I never run back, baby. Fuck out of my house.
So I am confusion.
Fuck you think you're fucking with? I'm the fucking boss.
Oh shit! Holy shit! What the fuck? Oh my god! Assalamualaikum. 내 몸에 있는 거울사님 나가! 아니 이지야 씨발! 불게이진데! 지금 마치 자리 한 100게이진데 죽는 그런 기분이었어. 거의 고초 때의 기분을 느끼는 것 같아.
벌써 시작이야?
뭔 소리야? 말을 그렇게.
어? 뭘까?
He was behind us. He's gonna come my room.
가까이 들어.
Yep.
What the?
She is the bad guy.
Oh, here comes the
Real.
funk.
She actually is. Wait, how did he roll me? Wait, what?
She's the evil of Overwatch.
Literally. Dust off the boots.
I mean, dude. You're dealing with the Stone Cold Killer Violet. He gets
Same
rid of
game.
both the enemy DPS.
Yeah, the Shock messed around putting Violet on DPS during the season. They're not gonna have to do that anymore. Right there on the.
What would you if I was straight to use my cold?
Guys, Jake is in my home. Jake is in my home. Jake Overwatch is in my home right now. Jake has a knife. Call the police! Has a knife. Call the police!
Call the police, call the police.
Jake has a knife. Jake has a knife. Jake has a knife.
Yo, whoa, hold on. That's a ban on Twitch, my dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, he's dead. Yo, it's Jake killed him.
Whoa! They're just pushing it.
I had him muted since the fucking started. Did you leave on purpose or?
He said Jake has a knife.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back.
Oh god.
Oh, he's been revived. Mercy place.
Did you kill Jake?
Monsieur, does this mean Overwatch is back?
No.
Out. Meatwagon's having one hell of a day.
Oh, my name's Olaf. I used cheats and still lost. I'm so bad. My name is Olaf20. I use cheats and stream snipe ship and and still lose. Oh my god, lol. Absolute butt. Imagine, oh my, guys.
二臣贼子，你枉活其实有六，一条断脊之拳，从未见过有如此。
You murder with guns. Kongming murders with
emotional. Damn it.
Bogdanov, was ist los? Woher kommt die Schießerei?
Mein Führer, darf ich Ihnen zum Geburtstag gratulieren? Mein Führer, das Zentrum von Berlin steht unter Artilleriebeschuss. Granaten sind in dichter Folge am Brandenburger Tor, am Reichstag und bis hin zum Bahnhof Friedrichstraße eingeschlagen.
Von wo kommt der Beschuss?
Mein Führer, wir haben noch keine Meldung. Ich spreche gerade mit Koller.
Koller, geben Sie mir Koller. Koller, Sie wissen, dass Berlin unter Artilleriefeuer liegt.
All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Hören Sie den Beschuss nicht?
We cannot let this. We've never allowed any crisis from the Civil War straight through to the pandemic of 17, all the way around 16. We have never let our democracy take second fiddle. We can both have a democracy and elections and at the same time correct the public health.
Die Russen sollen eine Eisenbahnbrücke über die Oder haben.
You know, the rapidly rising with I don't know. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap, and I've loved kids jumping on my lap. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down, so it was trained, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Das sind ja nur 12 Kilometer bis zum Stadtkern.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Ist der Russe schon so nah?
I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Man müsste die ganze Luftwaffenführung sofort aufhängen. Das ist unerhört. Unerhört. Der Russe steckt 12 Kilometer vom Stadtkern. Und ich erfahre das sozusagen auf Nachfrage.
Mein Führer, vielleicht handelt es sich ja wirklich um Fernfeuer. Sie erwähnten eine Eisenbahnbrücke über die Oder.
Ach, Unsinn! Das war ein Befehl!
It better work this time. If my name does not get said, I'm gonna be furious. Why isn't she saying my name? Father! We have a new target.
What target?
I'm not even surprised at this point. Well, Father,
who is this?
They're called VTubers.
What are VTubers?
They pretend to be the people you hate.
I'll be back.
I'm parched. Watching all these VTubers got me thirsty. This'll do. Water acquired. Nice. Father, what are you doing? How are you in there?
I can see everyone coming. I mean, I can see them when they come. I can see where they're coming from. All right. What?
Hit your shots, kid. What are you doing?
Scheiße!
Why Pakistan?
I love Pakistan. I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan. I love Pakistan.
We all love Pakistan. Pakistan.
I would like to be a terrorist.
Extendo Mac from my first class. Pulled the AR out the black bag. Turned the whole room into a bloodbath. Everybody ass got tagged. Then I walked in the hallway. Reached and pulled out the 12 gauge. Seen Jeff, my favorite bully. blew out that nigga rib cage. Next up, I went to the gym. Goddamn, I should have played this sport. I swear the coach should have put me in. I was 10 for 10 from half court. Auditorium, aired it out. Cafeteria, aired it out. The whole school was painted red. I even murdered the special ed, the janitors, and the lunch lady. 12 to her chest like Tom Brady. Principal and the teachers too. Spared a few cause we was cool. I'm out, bitch. That music video gonna go crazy. That music video gonna be crazy.
Zoinks! It's the gay blade! I'll give you an ooh.
Alright, bet.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Aw, you're adorable.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, ooh. Ooh.
Oh my god, that is so adorable.
Oh, and he's ooh.
Oh, what? You're live on Twitch?
Champion, get shit on! Get shit on! Get shit on! Your ass! Your ass! Shut the fuck up! 1v1 me, you pussy!
Kill him, I'll give you money. How much? What's the bounty on me team killing this guy and looking at his reaction? $5? Too low. This is a special gamer right here.
Come on guys, we gotta go.
What is it? 200k GP. We're talking in GP, I'm on it.
Stop fucking shooting me! What the fuck is wrong with you? Chill!
It was a misinput, calm down! You calm the fuck down! There was a misinput!
Oh my fucking god.
God, this community is overreacting. Alright, where's my bounty money? Pay up, boys.
Get this through your head, you Jew motherfucker, you! You only exist out here because of me!
Actually, I think that my estimated taxes are too soon. I like to stay on top of that stuff. Good idea. Oh, by the way, Megan? You're fired!
Whoa, hold it! This is a crime scene. No one is allowed on the premises.
Yeah, nobody ought to know Egg Foo Young here. Where is Killer Bean? Killer Bean? We put his ass in the slammer.
Wait. Who are you?
Let me put it in a language you can understand. Oh, so sorry. No charm in here. You deliver. Wrong place.
It's over.
Not for you.
$20 black men for £5. Man, back in the day they were cheaper. Oh, 300 black men for only £2. Yeah.
얘네 저기 사는 거 리포공 고쳐. 리포공 빨라. 리포공 하나. 리포공 하나. 리포공 하나. 잠깐. 나 까먹고.
몇 명 없어.
리포드지. 나이스!
What the hell is this? I'm gonna have to clean this up. I'm gonna have to clean this fucking mess up.
So lads, this is the way I see it. Black Ops 1 is a strong Wakanda forever, right? Then we go on to Black Ops 2, you know, it's questionable. Wakanda sometimes. Black Ops 3 is definitely, we're hanging in there somehow. And Black Ops 4 is, Wakanda can't do this forever. Will Black Ops 4 be able to compete with the huge games on the market, such as Fortnite and Red Dead Redemption 2?
Really, Black Ops 4, this has to be the linchpin, right? This has to be the big make or break for the next 5 years. This game is going to be setting the tone for, is Call of Duty going to become that thing of the past, like a Madden that's released every year and everyone goes, oh yeah, okay, cool.
It's hard to say, considering we're at the stage of Chadwick. The fucking kill me, it's the fourth one, goddammit. Anything that's the fourth in this series just isn't quite memorable, unless you're talking about A New Hope, and that's exactly what we fucking need. A miracle.
And then you go into campaign, and this will be the background that you get to change. So the background right now is black, but it should load in a few seconds. So there's a guy with a cigar.
For the campaign, there's not much really I'm expecting. Some people are saying some dumb shit. Some people are saying it's not happening. Battle Royale is most likely replacing campaign this year, and it'll be similar to Call of Duty Online is what I'm assuming. Most people are happy about it. The rest are communicating with bonfire signals because they do not have a Wi-Fi signal in the year 2018.
You got the black market. Now, the black market is basically supply drop.
In the wrong way. I won't lie.
This is definitely me.
No, there's nothing wrong with top 5 videos as, that's me, yo, what up?
Legends never die. We've been going every night. I've been feeling way too blessed, but we're
and I probably still will be posting top 5 videos.
Oh God, I love me.
But as I was watching this video, I came to my senses to realize that it was in every way possible. It was just ripped gameplay. There's no commentary. Like, I mean, no commentary at all. Like, if you were to, like, hello, best friends. Hello, are you?
Always.
Hey, how's it going?
Austin, you're on the air. Good morning. We're doing open phones.
Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, the cringe is too real.
Dude, I know what you like!
All you gotta do is get up, okay? Right now. Right now. Stand up. Stand up. Go outside. Find a weapon. Find a weapon of some sort.
Find a victim.
Like a pole or like a 2x4 or something.
Yeah, and preferably a victim with no family. Go shoot old.
Old or young. Do a kid.
Yeah.
Kids are easy to kidnap.
But remember, everyone hates their grandma. So
that's true. Find a grandma. Find a grandma. Just hit her a couple bludgeons to the head. Okay? Boom.
Back here.
Like this. Yep, that'll get her good. Knocked out.
Disconnect.
Take her home. Okay? Take her home. Step number 4. Eat her.
He accidentally shot that nigga. Stop moving! Oh Lord! Oh! Oh shit! I knocked him down. Shoot him. He's hella low. He's hella low. He's only one more. Down the other one. You got him. It's lag! Yeah! It lagged! It's another one. It's another one. Fun. I have no ammo and none of my guns, bro. That nigga sniping! Oh! That nigga sniping!
I ain't got nothing against Allier, man. I just think a lot of these Fortnite videos are mad boring. They gotta get fixed.
It's not for children. Found it out the hard way.
Shockwaves to finish the job, because if that guy had shockwaves after he railed me like that from behind...
This ends now.
After he shot on my back.
The best zombies map of all time. Kino der Toten Black Ops 1. To me, it's as good as it gets. It was originally supposed to be in World at War, but it was cut due to time constraints. Thankfully, Treyarch was able to...
Joe, I'm by done.
Amazing. My social credit up by 15?
What the
Hello, heroes of Overwatch. The team has been making great progress on the development of Overwatch 2.
Dude, was somebody watching ready to flip the switch on us? Like, what happened?
Daily playtests and feedback have given us confidence that we're creating something you're going to love.
All right, that's the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this preview of Overwatch 2.
At the same time, we want to get the game in your hands soon.
There's no way, bro. There's no way. There's no way. There's no.
We look forward to working with you to make Overwatch 2 amazing together.
Fuck!
Honestly, we've let you down when it comes to delivering Overwatch content.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Time and time again, Blizzard continues to prove me and many others right on everything we say about them. What's up, everybody? This is the Axeman here, and today, with the release of Overwatch 2, this company continues to be a never-ending train wreck. No force is capable of halting this self-destruction, not even Chunky Kong.
Monsieur, does this mean Overwatch is back?
No. At this point, it's kind of expected that modern video game releases will always have some horrific problem occur.
It just disconnected me.
You got overwatched.
You got Overwatch. I was just about to say that, goddamn.
For Overwatch 2, it was server issues in being able to play the game. At all. What the fuck, dude? Come on.
It didn't used to be this way, Smithers. No, it didn't used to be this way at all.
These server issues and obnoxious queues, man, the memes came a-flooding in.
When do we get to the ride?
This is the ride! Yippee!
But it also seems that Blizzard was hit by some type of DDoS attack, so I'll give them a pass on the server stuff. Because Overwatch 2's technical problems are microscopic in comparison to its real issues. Surprise, surprise, mostly ethical ones. You know, the issues that are fixed after months or years of post-launch support, or sometimes never fixed. Overwatch 2 is the latest but not greatest blunder in Blizzard's recent history of being greedy and terrible. But how can this be? Wasn't the first Overwatch, like, beloved by everyone? And what about all those update videos on Overwatch 2? It seemed like the devs were super excited, passionate. Jeff was still spearheading this project. The first game captured our hearts and minds instantly and won us over. So, how hard could it be to make a decent sequel?
Were it so easy?
Activision Blizzard might be terrible about how they treat their employees, but at least the Blizzard side is still making great games, right? No! At least they have a new PvE mode coming out, and I'll get to try that out and review it for you in just a second. Oh, that's been delayed a year.
What is it? That stench. I've smelled it before.
What in Zenyatta's balls have you been doing for the last 3 years? But how do we get here? How did we arrive at this version of Overwatch 2? And what is necessarily wrong with it? All questions will be answered. But it seems like this is not the same game Blizzard had envisioned when they were announcing it and promoting it. You know, Jeff Kaplan leaving the team halfway through development probably changed the vision for it. And trying to redesign characters to fit a 5v5 mode, it's not as easy as it sounds. Now let's start with one thing Blizzard did right, merging the games together. There is some conversation to be had about preserving the first game, but for the most part this was the best choice. The benefits are that players now don't have to re-grind the game for skins and the gold weapons they had before. All that stuff they had just transfers over. That's great. People spent money on that. They can still use it in this new game. Your time spent in the first game will directly transfer to this one. This combined with the new free-to-play model might seem pretty good at first glance, but this is modern gaming, and there's always a caveat. Still, not having to buy a video game is often a good thing, but merging the two games together was something Jeff Overwatch had to convince the higher-ups at Blizzard to do, instead of just like make a new sequel, sell it, and let's put a new monetization system in it. Jeff said he and the team wanted to redefine what people expected from a video game sequel. It's safe to say the team he left has succeeded in lowering our standards for a video game sequel. Overwatch 2 is not really a sequel, but it is one of the laziest, shameless cash grabs I've seen from Blizzard. And you might disagree, that's fine, but at least hear me out and I'll try to put in some memes to make this video a little spicy. Generally, a sequel is supposed to expand on the ideas and concepts of its predecessor. 90% of the content in Overwatch 2 was already there. This is why it's more like Overwatch 1.1. So there's no story in this first-person shooter game that's basically been out since 2016. If you hover over the application, it still just says Overwatch, not Overwatch 2. You want another thing to show you how similar these two games are? Pause it, zoom in, and enhance. Overwatch, but with a 2 this time. This is the official Twitter account for the game. They know what this is. At best, it's a small expansion, but to treat this as a sequel is extremely disingenuous. Blizzard games have kind of turned into fronts for something else, and I see through it. I see through the mirage, that fading idea that Blizzard still has even a scrap of integrity as a company. Diablo Immortal, for example. We all knew what that was going to be. Were we surprised? Yeah, we didn't think it would be that bad. Like that shameless of a cash grab. Diablo Immortal was a front for Blizzard to tap into the mobile market and basically make a game that you have to pay to play. You know, so their games are just kind of a front. Overwatch 2 is a front for a shop update. As this Reddit user states, it isn't a sequel at all. It's a fucking shop overhaul patch. The true intention behind releasing this game is to change the existing Overwatch into a free-to-play business model. Take out the loot boxes, they're just adjusting how they make money from it. So fuck it, let's charge people $20 for skins that were only $10 in the first game. That's a good idea. What, you wanna wear brown as Junker Queen? $20 please, give me that crisp Andrew Jackson. What's that, you wanna buy a legendary skin? Then hand it over, that thing. Your $20 bill. Legendary skins have high expectations. You know, if you drop $20 on a skin in League of Legends, you're getting something special, something that looks really cool and looks completely different than the base skin. This does not. The skins and stuff they have for the 3 new heroes are lazy at best. But can't you just unlock skins like the old-fashioned way by grinding out currency? Oh, would you look at that? A challenge-based progression system.
That stench. I've smelled it before.
Oh yeah, sure, you can unlock gear and stuff if you don't mind, you know, grinding. Completing 11 weekly challenges for 32 consecutive weeks. Then you can buy that legendary skin. Blizzard has reached a new level of stingy. Get this, you are allowed to earn 60 credits per week. That is if you complete all 11 weekly challenges. You get 60 credits. And if you pull out your handy dandy calculator, we can see that to unlock the new hero Kiriko's non-seasonal cosmetics, it would take you 5 years. That means you would have to complete all 11 weekly challenges for 260 weeks in a row without missing one. This is the state of free-to-play live service games. Okay, gotcha, I want out. You think grinding 60 hours for Darth Vader was extreme? No, this is 100% intentional. Blizzard knows what they're doing. It's designed to be as tedious as possible. 12 grand is the total cost for a new player to unlock everything in the game.
Oh, what the fuck ever?
You could potentially spend 12 grand on Overwatch 2. I never imagined that Blizzard removing loot boxes would actually put a worse system in place somehow. Loot boxes fucking suck, but you know, in Overwatch, they weren't the worst. As if the grind isn't shitty enough, Blizzard also made sure to include this new progression system that's brand new, revolutionized. You've never seen it before, it's a battle pass again. Naturally, the free pass is filled with hot garbage, so you'll want to play for the exclusive one, of course. What's worse is that Blizzard plans on doing something very controversial, putting heroes in these battle passes so you don't have them when they come out. We are now gatekeeping heroes to some extent in Overwatch. They're attempting to gatekeep that part of the game now. You might not think this is a big deal initially, but remember, this is Blizzard. This is Activision Blizzard. And this is modern gaming. It's gonna get worse if you let them. But wait a minute, Ackman, what's the big deal if they lock some heroes off? That's what Apex does, that's what League of Legends does, and all these other games. Multiverses, a fighting game, doesn't let you play as all the characters. Yeah, and that's fine. I'm fine with unlocking stuff like that, but Overwatch was designed on this core principle of picks and counter picks. You are not locked in to your character that you pick at the start. You can change and swap freely. Some characters do better against others, and there's this element of counterplay. That's the base concept of Overwatch design, and now they're trying to change that. That's also besides the point that Overwatch was a game you paid for and you got all the content. Now the game's free to play, you want to sell heroes now. How is that better for me or any other player? It's not. It's going to be worse. And what's Blizzard's reasoning? Well, heroes are the single most engaging content that we have in the game, and as we designed this model, it seemed to be a very strong fit to put those heroes into our new engagement systems. Translation: we want to use new heroes to sell you on the battle pass. This is a manipulative technique used to drive engagement with the game and revenue. There is no benefit to you, the player, otherwise we would have listed one. No, this is about our engagement systems. Buy Battle Pass tiers and go fuck yourself. Overwatch 2 is designed around the fact that not everyone will own every hero. Why? Why are you changing that now? According to gameplay director Aaron Keller, Keller explained that the game has been tweaked to reduce the amount of hard counters that Overwatch has, thus reducing the need to have certain heroes available to counter specific strategies. Blizzard wants players to have more freedom in what hero they're choosing for any particular situation. That's an oxymoron if I've ever heard one. The game is designed so that not everyone will own every hero. However, we also want you to have more freedom when you select a hero by reducing your options.
It's nothing personal, Jack. It's just good business.
Now, to go back to the sequelitis thing, one bad thing about merging the two games is now you can't play the original Overwatch. It's just straight up been replaced. And part of the reason they're doing that is because they had to. Because the games are so freaking similar, it doesn't warrant having two separate player bases and two different dev teams working on two different games that are just make them the same game. They're the same anyways. It's also like they could not have passed this off as a brand new $60 game. Holy fuck, that'd be a scam if I've ever heard one. And even though I've had a lot of fun playing Overwatch 2 and, you know, it feels like 2016, 2017 again, I just can't get over how scummy Blizzard still is with their business practices. But let's at least give the game a fair shake. What is actually new in Overwatch 2? And what does it do right? Of course, the core gameplay is still fantastic and loads of fun. It's a great game to play with the boys, but I'm not sure if competitive is going to be worth your mental health. So the last time I was really into Overwatch was around 2018. Depending on the last time you played, the amount of changes could be massive or like that much. For me, it was substantial, but these are the big changes. Now let's break this list down. Every hero got some kind of balance changes ranging from overhauling their kits, creating new abilities, to Genji, who is perfectly fine the way he is. They've introduced these universal buffs to each of the three classes, which is kind of cool. Bastion and Orisa got reworked. Mick Cassidy had his flashbang removed because stuns aren't fun, and now he has a generic grenade. Bastion's self-heal was removed, and now he's got a generic grenade. 3 new heroes have been added, including another Australian, which is nice. What does she say? Like, pick up the pace, you drumbo? Is that a word? Drumbo? Junker Queen's great. I love her toolkit emphasizing damage over time and self-healing over time. She's rewarded for being aggressive. I think it's a neat play style. And it's pretty fun throwing that knife around. Her ult's great. They've got some interesting gimmicks, like Kiriko can make allies invincible for like a second. A lot of clutch plays you can make with that. They all fit in nicely amongst the existing cast, and I don't know if there's any major like balancing problems, like maybe Orisa is a bit too good. But besides that, the game feels pretty balanced. Scratch that Bastion's actually terrible. Here's the problem. The first game launched with 21 heroes and added 11 over 4 years of updates. This is a game that was allegedly in development for 3 years, and it's being labeled as a fucking sequel. 3 new heroes. The big question I had going into this game, would they finally buff Soldier 76's ass? I mean, would the 5v5 mode play better than 6v6? Was that transition gonna be easy or rocky? The truth is, it could not have been a better change. Games feel tighter and faster with 2 less players, with a focus on each team having 1 tank, and it really breaks down the 2 tank, 2 healer, 2 DPS meta, which had gotten a bit stale. In 5v5, you feel like your picks matter a lot more, and dying matters a lot more. So a really good change overall. It certainly wasn't a good impression when my first 10 matches of this game were all played on maps I had seen before, maps that contained no gameplay differences from before. None whatsoever. The exact same map, different visuals, different time of day. If you can manage to find them, there are 6 new maps and they're all a lot of fun. On par with all the others, Overwatch has never really had bad maps, I'd say, just maybe bad modes. Alright, so there's 1 new mode. So to count out the big meaty chunks, 3 new heroes, 6 new maps, 1 new mode. That's what's new in Overwatch 2. We got Push, where one robot tries to push the payload, towards the other team. While it's a fun little twist, I was kind of expecting more, considering the other big major mode has been delayed a year. PvE. There will be a big-ass PvE mode released in 2023. That apparently was the major focus of this game, but they've had to delay it. That's where my main issues lie. If you had that, I'd probably be singing a different tune about Overwatch 2 not being a sequel. They launched this early for some reason. A couple underrated additions Blizzard has made is updating the music and voices. Apparently they added like 44,000 voice lines to the game. And to see all these cool characters having fun conversations again, it brings me back to 2016 when the game first came out.
I see you glancing at me. You wish to ride me into battle?
What a preposterous thought.
Do not lie, Archer. It is beneath you.
Both brothers on the same team? Better make up before I smash your heads together.
The new sound design is refreshing. Overwatch 2 is still the same accessible yet with a high skill ceiling team FPS game that I loved back in 2016. But you know, it is fun and satisfying to work with your friends and get better using these characters, understanding matchups, everything. So while there have been some welcome new additions to this game, on the flip side, what Blizzard has decided to cut is really bizarre. Yes, we got 6 new maps and a new mode, but we also lost 5 maps and a mode. Assault has been completely removed and all the maps with it as well. You remember it was that one where attacking teams would take the first point in 1 minute and then just get brick walled on the second point for the next 7 minutes. Still, it seems like a wasted opportunity to not at least rework these maps to fit other modes. Again, it just feels lazy, like, well, we can't make the slightest changes to the pre-existing content, so let's just scrap it instead. If this is a replacement for the old game, why are you cutting? Why are you snipping? Meanwhile, I've never heard of a video game that needed my phone number, my mother's maiden name, and a copy of my 3rd grade report card just to be able to play it. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Okay, this is part of that fight against toxicity initiative that Blizzard and so many other companies are doing. Now, when I hear a company say they're gonna take steps to combat toxicity, it usually means making the game worse for everyone who's not an asshole, i.e. me. No more being on fire, no more endorsing the other team. You know, we're stripping down interactions. We're gonna be recording your voice chat and using text-to-speech to transcribe it. So if you say the word bigger, start heading for the hills. Yes, I understand Overwatch, MOBAs, and to be honest, all competitive games can have toxic butthole players, but why you gotta punish the rest of us? A good example is having to play 50 or so regular matches before you can hop into competitive. That kind of weeds out the chaff, you know what I mean? And it discourages smurfing, it discourages hackers and trolls from just making a new account, hopping back in, and ruining 9 other people's time. It also ensures that brand new players won't just hop straight into that. This is good. What's not good is recording the in-game voice chat of players if they get reported. It's like Blizzard might have good intentions, but their lack of foresight creates moments like this. If you have a prepaid phone plan, you just can't play. Fuck you, you're poor. It's like, Blizzard, do you remember the fiasco of Real ID? At least you're not publishing our information, but if you're susceptible to a DDoS attack and you're getting all this shit from me, then I have to wonder how safe is my information with you. Aside from that, there's plenty of fun things Blizzard scrapped, like the progression system. It's amazing how Halo Infinite got absolutely blasted for its challenge-based progression system, and now Overwatch has done the exact same. Ah, fuck it, just add a battle pass. That's all the kids care about anymore. No more ranks, no more leveling up, no more cool borders and portraits. Nah. Apparently, being a high-level player meant others were more toxic against you for some reason. Nobody's feelings can get hurt. Don't interact with people. Don't endorse your opponents for good sportsmanship. It's just, go to the battle pass. Go to the battle pass. There's no medals or really a post-game summary anymore. No cards highlighting what certain players did during the match. Can't have anyone feeling bad if they don't got gold damage. No more reputation above your name. That was toxic. Remember how you could get daily loot boxes by playing different modes in the arcade? That's gone. Do your weekly challenges, that's all you get, and shut up. I don't know, man. It feels like Blizzard wants you to think they care about toxicity in the hopes that it'll draw your attention away from the other ethical problems they keep finding themselves in. Another year, another moral dilemma for Blizzard. I wanted to love Overwatch 2, and I still do as a video game. I wanted to be wrong about Blizzard being a increasingly shitty company that sniffs dog farts, but I continue to be right about that as well. Their confusing and ambiguous, misleading marketing around this game had me thinking it would be way bigger than it is. The team wanted to redefine what people expected from a sequel. Those words stuck with me. I don't know, maybe this is the best they could do, but Blizzard always used to have a reputation of delaying stuff that wasn't ready. Either their culture has gotten way worse, or this is what they think is ready. And some of the developers' comments further illustrate this game as being a lazy cash grab they hope to fix and add content to at some undetermined point in the future. Where have I heard that before? What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today is the day. That's right, we have finally gotten a long-awaited update on Overwatch 2's PvE mode. Now, this was the most highly anticipated feature of Overwatch 2 that unfortunately had to be delayed. What we saw back in 2019 blew our balls off. Not only would Overwatch finally be getting some story-driven content, but also a separate progression system and a talent tree for every single hero. There was so much creativity behind some of these new abilities, like Mei turning into a snowball, or Soldier 76 being able to move with his healing field. And on top of this, Blizzard was boasting that they were making hundreds of missions, endless replayability provided at the top tier level of quality that Blizzard used to be known for. This was their comeback story. The release of Overwatch 2 was very underwhelming. I called it the laziest sequel ever. But now that Blizzard is done wiping their ass with the millions of Benjamin Franklin bills they earned from Diablo Immortal microtransactions, it's finally here. An update on Overwatch 2's PvE mode. Overwatch 2's PvE hero mode is being scrapped. Our expectations for you were low, but holy fuck.
What happened? Where's the fucking game? Well, there's no game here. What happened? Did the programmers pass out?
This pretty much confirms to me that the only reason Overwatch 2 was released at all was to change the business model, get rid of loot boxes, add in a shitty battle pass, and sell cosmetics for $20. Beyond that, I can only imagine. Overwatch 2 launched with 3 new heroes, but they had to take 2 pre-existing heroes out because of new bugs that were introduced. At launch, players noticed that several classic maps had been removed for seemingly no reason, only to be added back later. Why was Overwatch 2 not launching with a PvE mode? Why was it taking out pre-existing content that had no issues? The only thing that made Overwatch 2 worthy of being called Overwatch 2 was the upcoming PvE mode, which was delayed and is now completely canceled. So what the hell was the point? What was the point in any of this?
We are shifting our plan for Overwatch 2 to enable you to play it sooner. This starts with us decoupling the PvP features of the game from the PvE systems so we can bring you PvP sooner.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Why? Why do you want to get the game into my hands sooner? Can you maybe put a better game in my hands at a later date when it's ready? This is what I don't get. Why was there a rush to release the PvP content? You only added 3 new heroes and all the other changes were so minimal. Hell, back in 2022, Aaron Keller said, "A few years ago, we made the call to focus our team's development efforts almost entirely on Overwatch 2, and as development of the sequel stretched on, it meant that the live game received less focus. He explained this meant that the company was no longer delivering on one of its core values to support the game by updating it and delivering content on a regular basis." So they abandoned Overwatch 1 to work on the sequel, something that they regret doing. I mean, obviously game development is hard and all that, and sometimes there's been a change of plans, but come on, man, what have you guys been working on this entire time? How could you advertise Overwatch 2 and make this mode one of the biggest focal points and then just abandon it? It seems real scummy, but the worst part of it is, this shit looked really fun. Everyone had their shit to talk about Overwatch 2 not being a sequel, but everybody was hyped for the PvE. Now, to be fair, they also announced a new roadmap, which is kind of meant to soften the blow. So it looks like there's going to be a ton of new content. So at the very least, PvE is dying so that PvP can continue to thrive. So let's talk about Overwatch 2 and the continued decline of Blizzard, because some of the reasons why they canceled this mode are quite interesting. Obviously, this is a huge blow, and they say they're still working on hero and story missions, which is, you know, it's going to be something. I don't expect it to be all that great, to be honest. You know, they're working on story content, stuff that people have been asking for since the game came out in like 2016. There's a guy named Sir Swag who is a pretty credible source, and he talked to an anonymous Blizzard employee about why the mode was canceled.
In what might be the most unsurprising thing in the entire world, the very first thing he said was that the cancellation was, quote, a 1000% upper management executive issue. In the words of this employee, the decision to scrap the PvE was very much a decision motivated by Blizzard's profit margins.
You don't say. You don't say. You don't say!
And that the success of Diablo on mobile, reportedly making over $2 million a day, shifted the expectations of the higher-ups at the company. To the suits, Overwatch 2's PvE mode wasn't going to keep generating money in the long term, and had become increasingly more irrelevant next to a live service business model.
Did I call this or what? Live service has become the biggest killer of creativity in the industry by far. Game development seems to have shifted towards being results-driven as opposed to fun-driven. I called this out in my video on live service games and why it's a graveyard for creativity, why live service business models throttle creativity, because every decision is now made with make more money, make the most amount of money.
We get to really take the gloves off and do crazy things, like Junkrat can dual-wield grenade launchers, and we've had Mercy be able to area effect res their whole team at once at super long range, through walls. It's been a ton of fun, kind of like mad scientists making all this stuff.
Yeah, well, not anymore, you're not.
If this is to be believed, yes, the reason the mode was canceled, money. Because they saw how much money Diablo Immortal was making, and they were continuing to pour resources and development time into this mode that probably would have kicked some serious ass, but money. But you need more money.
Where's the money?
Yeah, you like that? That feel good? Even if Overwatch 2 didn't make $2 million a day, don't you think this big-ass PvE mode would draw in a bunch of players, new and old, and if they really enjoyed it, and they would spend more money on the game? No, that's not how modern gaming works. But what do I know? All right, so I'm gonna put my headphones on and we're gonna watch this video.
Tweeting about a roadmap saying it's coming mid-May. It's been on my timeline a lot.
I do have an update. We're going to run through the roadmap today. We're going to talk about what's coming in future seasons. We're going to talk a bit about PvE.
This is the reason why they have the roadmap. It also coupled with this announcement that they're cutting PvE is specifically to soften the blow. In case you were wondering, it's a little PR tactic.
So we had a difficult choice to make. We could continue working on our original vision for Overwatch 2, without a definitive end date in sight, or change our strategy and get something in front of players sooner.
We could continue making the game that we fucking marketed, or we could say screw it and just put out the laziest possible product. A pretty easy choice for old Blizzard.
We chose the latter, and we released Overwatch 2 last October with new heroes, new maps, new modes, and regular seasonal updates.
And also new glitches. A great new feature that removed Bastion and Mei from the game for, what, like a fucking month or 3 weeks?
But more than that, we shifted our values for how we want to develop the game.
You sure did shift your values by starting to charge people, what, 20 bucks for skins? Charging them like 4 times what the skin was previously worth in the original game? What was that stat about, like, it would take you 712 years to get the amount of credits necessary to unlock all the cosmetics in the game without paying for them? It was some ridiculous stat like that. Yes, your values did shifted. You became more greedy and you became a shittier company.
Yeah, and I really can't say enough about how much we've learned over the past 8 months or so. And more importantly, we've taken that learning and we've put it back into the game. So as early as Season 2, I think you start seeing some updates we've made based on your feedback and based on what we've learned. We've been changing all of our systems. We've been adjusting hero balance way more frequently.
And these are good changes, I'm not gonna lie. They have been making good changes to the PvP. I think it's been getting a lot better, and the game is still very much fun. I still enjoy it. I'd enjoy it more if there was a, big PvE mode, but that's just me.
But at the same time, development on the PvE experience really hasn't made the progress that we would have hoped. The team has created a bunch of amazing content. So, there's awesome missions that are really exciting. There's brand new enemies that are super fun to fight, and some truly great and ridiculous hero talents. But unfortunately, the effort required to pull all of that together into a Blizzard quality experience that we can ship to you is huge, and there really is no end in sight.
This is probably the most confusing thing to me out of all of this. There is no end date. The amount of effort it would take to create this mode that we advertised is massive. You're fucking Blizzard. You have 8,000 people working for your company. What do you mean? You're the company that made World of fucking Warcraft and the Diablo series, both games world renowned for their progression systems and their talent trees and their deep customization. If anybody can do this, it's you. What? What, did you just lose all your talent? Did you just stop caring? We don't have an end date in sight. Well, create one. Reel back those ambitions. You don't need hundreds of missions when the PvE mode comes out. You don't need expansive talent trees for every champion at launch. Okay? Just give us something. Would it have been too hard to give us like 20 missions and like half the roster has their talent trees all set up? Yes. That would be too much.
But unfortunately, the effort required to pull all of that together into a Blizzard quality experience that we can ship to you is huge.
I also love the statement Blizzard quality because Diablo Immortal exists. That's a Blizzard quality game, isn't it? Yes. Slot Machine Simulator. That's a Blizzard quality game. Overwatch 2 at launch was a Blizzard quality game. God damn it.
Do we continue to pour all that effort into PvE, hoping that we can land it at some point in the future? Or do we stick with... Yes. With this set of values.
Also, focus on the live game. This is the crux here, okay? And it kind of falls in line with what Sir Swag said. A PvE mode it's not part of the live service necessarily. At least that's what I'm gathering.
What that means is that we won't be delivering that dedicated hero mode with talent trees, that long-term power progression. Those things just aren't in our plans anymore.
Fuck, that would, oh man. It would have been so awesome, dude. Because there are so few good co-op shooter games. Like, I always go back to Left 4 Dead 2. Back 4 Blood kind of sucked ass. Redfall has sucked ass. Maybe Borderlands, I could play that. But as far as like games you play with your buddies and you all like rank up and level up and continue to tackle harder challenges, like that's why I love Vermintide 2. I still need to play Darktide, but I'm just, oh, god damn, this would have been so awesome for Overwatch, and I would have played the shit out of this with my buddies, man. And instead, if I want to play Overwatch 2 with my buddies, I have to convince them to play the same mode in the same game that came out in like 2016. You know what I mean?
And we know that this is going to be disappointing to many of you.
You don't say!
Which is why we wanted to bring it up before we talked about the roadmap. And
this is why we brought it up before the roadmap, so we can we have something to soften the blow.
To be perfectly honest, it's been really difficult for many of us and a lot of folks on the team who've poured their heart and soul into that stuff.
I also feel bad for the teams that essentially are having their work erased because of corporate greed and this continuous desire to always monetize the shit out of everything and focus on only that and not so much the quality of a video game or how expansive and innovative it can be. And like I said, man, live service games is where creativity goes to die.
We're planning to make co-op gameplay and co-op experiences just part of our live roadmap. So we want you to be able to experience it more often.
Just part of it. Well, this is what Overwatch has been doing the whole time. These little limited time events that people would only play for like an hour or two at most on some random weekend. It's, you know, it was fun, but we wanted a much more dedicated mode. This comes across as, yeah, we're just going to keep doing those same limited time events. Hardly exciting for me.
Let's bring up that roadmap that Jared was talking about, because Jared, there is a ton coming to Overwatch 2 soon.
And again, like I said, the roadmap looks pretty expansive. And I imagine most, if not all of this content is going to be great, except maybe the Roadhog rework. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But, you know, the PvE mode would have done so much good for this game and for its community. And it is such a shame. You also notice how they don't apologize to the fans. It's like, oh yeah, we're cutting this feature. Yeah, it kind of sucks. We couldn't fit our vision. Anyways, look at all this other new content that we're working on. Forget about the PvE stuff you were looking forward to.
And it's even going to come with like new story features for the game, like a lore database that players can unlock over time.
I'm gonna make a real quick prediction about the story missions. I hope I'm wrong. I imagine for each season that they launch new story missions, they're gonna have one cinematic, kind of like how Call of Duty does it. You're gonna have one cinematic, and then the missions are gonna basically play out with someone talking over a radio the whole time, telling you what to do and saying that what you're doing is great or whatever. It's gonna be very, very fucking basic. That's my prediction. Come back to this video when season 6 launches and let me know if I was right.
That's what this roadmap is about. It's about showing you all of the work that we're putting into this game.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, I don't think it is, Mr. Keller. Call me a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, but I think this is just your guys' way of softening the blow for something you decided to cut because of money, because you want to make more money, and that's it. You want to put in the least amount of effort for the biggest return on investment, and what you're showing us here is to satiate players and fans that are upset. That's just my theory. At the end of the day, I'm just a big fucking nerd like all of you. And the reason I get so upset is because I care, is because I loved Blizzard and I still love Overwatch. And you know, it doesn't seem like this is the best decision. Seems like corporate greed once again in the world of modern gaming. Let's see what Twitter has to say. They've probably been working on the 2 looking as good as possible on the logo. Porn community keeping Overwatch alive after all these years. Oh, my back. They've been working on Overwatch Immortal. Don't you guys have phones? It seems so clear to me now. This clip truly aged like fine wine. Blizzard competing with Halo Infinite in disappointment. Let's see this.
What is it? That stench. I've smelled it before.
Oh my god, dude. I was fucking on fire. I called that, man. That's insane. All right, so now let's take a look at the GameSpot article and see if there's anything worth discussing. This is what's kind of crazy though. He was talking about back in 2019. It's been maybe 2.5 years since the last hero that we launched. And we don't want to be back at the point where it's another 3.5 years since launching a PvP map. It just seems like you could have done all of the work that you did on the base game of Overwatch, and that game would be in a much better state than Overwatch 2 is. Maybe that's just my theory. I don't know. We keep hearing them talk about how the scope of the hero missions was really, really large. And what I don't understand is, like, why don't you just reel that back, right? 40 to 50 talents per hero for over 35 plus heroes. You're looking at thousands of talents to make everything just to get the game out the door. I would be fine if you didn't have all of that completed when you launched the PvE mode. I think most people would, right? Why couldn't this mode also be part of the live service? You know what I mean? In conclusion, the cancellation of this long-awaited, highly anticipated PvE mode is awful. Blizzard shows no signs of stopping their continued decline as a company, and it's just one thing after another. You know, obviously this isn't worse as some of the other stunts they've pulled, but I should not have enough material to keep making these Blizzard bad videos. Why do I have so much material? Stop giving me material. Not only is Blizzard focusing on games that people don't want, they're cutting features out that players desperately want.
ハルシアでーす。嘘でしょ。なんで高い声で落ちてきたんだよ、ブー。Oh no, my God!